Hi everyone, this is Juni Skyway, and I wanted to make an introduction video for the YouTube channel and say hi to everybody and give y'all some hints and stuff. I get asked a lot about championships and win and place a lot, so want to see if I can help if I can. Um, Wanted to touch on a few key points. Um, One of them is my eyesight. You will notice in my videos that I post that I don't take some of the shortcuts. I have astigmatism, night blindness, so certain like bushes in front of jumps and stuff like that on some of the shortcuts bothers my eyesight, and I clip the jump, so I just don't take those. It works for me. That's my thing. So just letting you guys know. Um, you know, I um, I also don't line up on the line. I don't stand there. I stand back until it's almost time for race. I always keep my horse pointed forward, so when it does shuffle, it's not as eye bothering as it would normally be. Um, Also, game settings. I do have a gaming computer, so my game settings are turned all the way up. But for those of you that don't know, in the options, there is under graphics. If you don't have your qualities turned all the way down, you can turn it all the way to low. Mine is set to high because my computer can handle it. But I do have all the advanced settings turned off, so you can always turn all those off. They add extra lag, you know. So that is one thing you can do. I am level 20, so all my horses wear max tack all the time. You can change right before the race too. If you don't want to run around at max tack and maxed clothes, the max level you can get for your level or whatever, you can always change right before the race. I've seen a lot of people do it. Um, I've done it also on my when I wear certain things, I'll change my pants or change my shoes. So right before the race. Um, but I always, usually wear, certain things. So I have in my inventory, I carry my clothes. But this is what, I mostly wear. Always, has max stats for me. This is what works. Now, I do use the shoes from the Moon Village and New Hillcrest. Also, there is the Abigail boots from the Spirit Store in Fort Penta. They all have the extra jumping stat on there with the maxed riding stat. Really good if you have halflingers or the pain horses or some of the horses that don't jump quite so big. Help you clear jumps. I have an issue sometimes with jumping too soon. Those kind of give me just a little bit of extra, boost. All my horses have the highest level shoes that they can wear. Um, they always wear, there is other tack that you can wear, but that's what I keep all my horses in. You know, if you notice around me, they're all standing here tacked up. So they all have their own tack in their own way. Even the horse I haven't rode yet. So waiting for me to level it up. Um, as far as when you're racing, and and I have a lot of people ask me what horse works for this race, what horse, what should I take to this race. Certain horses do better at certain races, like Fir Grove and Vale. uh, some of the horses that jump bigger, like the Arabian or the Hanoverian, they jump bigger, they do better, but it doesn't mean some of the other horses don't do just as good. um, I kind of like the wild and crazy, ride. So I ride, some of the bigger jumping horses during those races because it's fun. Um, but I always tell people, no matter which horse you take the one you enjoy and ride the race to the horse that you're riding. If you have a horse that doesn't jump quite as big, then angle your jumps different. Change it to the horse that you're riding. They all don't jump the same. They all can't jump from the same spot. They can't make it across the jump. It's just like in real life. If you have a shorter horse, some of them don't jump as big, or bigger horse, may not jump as little. So it just depends. Um, so ride the race to the horse. change it up if you need to. If you've got a favorite horse and you really want to try to get through it, keep riding that horse in there until you get it. It'll happen. Uh, I look for markers or different spots on the map, on the race map, like dark spots. Like even on my daily races, I look for like dark areas on the map, and that's where I jump from. Or, that's where I know I'm gonna need to jump. Or I look for bushes or trees as markers. Or sometimes the signpost, just different things. And I always go as straight as I need to. The less left to right movement that you do, the faster your time is. I do jump more than most people do, and I do turn a lot when I jump, but I still go as straight as possible. So it's just my thing, and it works for me. Uh, yeah. You know, you can always go and practice the problem areas that you have in the race. I was having issues at Fort Pinter Champ where kept getting stuck in the graveyard, like wedged in the wall, and the horse actually timing out and getting no times. And I finally got tired of it and went up there and just spent like 20 minutes or 30 minutes just jumping across the graveyard and starting from down the hill. And I will make a video and show you guys of some of the different places where we've gone and practice, and I practice different horses across there, and I will show you guys what we go and practice. And it helps because then you know the timing on there, and it does help you get through there, like the downhill at the beginning of where all the little jumps are at Fur Grove race. It does help because that hill is bouncy, and if you're on a different horse than you're used to, you can bounce right into all the jumps and then you're stopped. But if you go and practice it once or twice and get the feeling of the hill, then you're less likely to miss the jumps or to end up in the wrong spot or in the bridge, especially in Fir Grove, in the bridge in that first part when you get down the hill past the quest lady. Most of all, remember to have fun. I always tell everybody, before champs start, best luck and always have fun and to enjoy themselves. This is a game. We pay to play this game. Or your parents have paid to play this game. Have fun. You're here to have fun. Enjoy yourself. And until next time, see y'all later.